I reach to hug him, but when I do, I realize something that makes my heart drop. Why would he knock if this is his own home? He always comes straight in. Never once has he knocked for me to let him in. My husband went missing 3 months ago, but something still occupies his side of the bed. As I lay down in bed for the night, a heavy pit of dread fills my stomach. Maybe it won't visit tonight. Maybe this will be the night I can finally get some rest. I shut my eyes, and after a long time of thinking, I finally drift off into an uneasy sleep. As usual, my dreams are plagued with countless horrific scenarios about what may have been the cause of my husband's disappearance. The first dream starts off the way it always does. We're standing at the top of the hiking trail my husband and I used to walk before he disappeared, the place where he proposed to me. We sit down and enjoy the lunch we've brought. Everything is fine, like it always is, until he pulls a bottle of red wine from the cooler. "Don't drink it," I try to say, but the words in my mind never reach my lips. He opens the bottle and sips. I stare at him, praying this dream has a different ending. But of course it doesn't. It never does. His red-stained lips fall into a frown. "Poison," he says, simply, and he falls to the ground. I wake up in a cold sweat, my heart racing as I try and catch my breath. I check the time. It's 12 a.m. It won't be here yet. Again, I allow myself to fall into an uneasy sleep. I enter the second dream, and again, I'm disturbed by the familiarity of it. I am driving to the hospital with lunch for my husband. Between all his duties as a plastic surgeon, it can be difficult for him to find time to grab lunch. I enter the hospital and it's completely empty. It's dark too, except for a bright light at the end of the corridor. I shouldn't go in there, but I'm not in control of my body. I arrive and open the door. My husband is lying in bed, with bandages and bruises all over his body. A man I've never seen before enters the room behind me. "We've made some improvements," is all he says, and the room goes dark. I wake up once more and stare at the clock beside my bed. 2 a.m. it says. It won't be here yet. I fall asleep once more, and the third dream enters my mind. This one is my least favorite. The illusion of normality always tricks me. I am home, making dinner for myself. I'm alone when there comes a hard, urgent knock at the door. I hate this part, and I don't want to open the door. But once more, I am not in control of my body. I walk slowly towards the door, and with a heavy sigh, I open it. It's my husband. I am overcome with joy. I reach to hug him, but when I do, I realize something that makes my heart drop. Why would he knock if this is his own home? He always comes straight in. Never once has he knocked for me to let him in. Only guests knock. I pull away, and once I do, his face changes into a sad, wounded look. "I thought you'd be happy I'm home," he says. And finally, I wake up once more. I check the clock. 3:59 a.m. It will be here soon. I shut my eyes and hold my breath. I've learnt that if I can stay still, make no noise, it will go away. The clock strikes 4 a.m. and the door to my bedroom opens, like clockwork. Heavy footsteps find their way to the other side of the bed, and I feel its weight next to me. Not a word, not a sound, just the slow and steady sound of breathing next to me. I shut my eyes. Don't move, don't breathe, don't think, I remind myself. I stay this way for a while, and I feel it rise from the bed, and hear its footsteps head back towards the door. I feel relieved and almost let out a sigh, but doing so would blow my cover. But then I feel a tickle in my nose. No, this can't be happening. I try so hard to contain it. I stay frozen, praying it hasn't heard me, but of course, it has. I sit up in bed, clutching my bedsheets tightly in my fist.
"What do you want?" I shout. "Why do you keep coming here?"
It turns to face me, and the ambient light allows me to make out the feature of its face. It looks familiar. The same wounded look as in my dream comes across its face.
"I thought you'd be happy I'm home,"
the thing says. But unlike in my dreams, I will not allow myself to be deceived. It is not my husband.